the arc.
Melo not afraid to pull the trigger from deep that time for three.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
It's
Okay.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
Here's Thompson, and it's blocked by Jordan. Deep two from Anthony. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
Brent, when you survey Jalen Brunson, going from role player now to all-star, what a rise. What's been the key for him?
I just think it's confidence, Kevin. I mean, simple confidence. I don't think there's one point where Jalen Brunson didn't believe that, not that he was the best player on the court, but that he was going to be the best leader. And that has translated into him producing some massive scoring and assist nights for any team that he's played on. This guy is a winner.
The Knicks leading by 3. Out to Anthony. It's tipped. Paul George with the steal. And Embiid with the block.
He's so agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Baseline jumper. And he hits the jump shot.
And Embiid practices these shots all the time, which is why he's so good from this area.
Here's Johnson. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And slam dunk by McHale.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's Simmons. Jordan looking it over. Out to Anthony. Embiid the screen. The wide open look here for Anthony. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Melo operating in the mid-range. He does such a great job of finding open areas out there where he knows he can dominate.
Johnson can't hit. The Knicks leading by 5. Pass to McHale. And the rebound goes to Howard. Johnson inside. Simmons with the defensive effort. Pops it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you know how that play's going to end. Jordan in the air, adjusting effortlessly.
And here's George for 3. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And one on Embiid. It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one.
When you look at the massive hauls that have been received in the trades with Paul George, that should tell you how valuable PG is.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Embiid. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's McHale. And it's slammed in by McHale.
Oh, and one little pump fake, and he had all the time he needed to go hard to the rack.
It's one of the most reliable moves you can make, GA. So pretty when it works. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Knicks lead by 7. We'll get things started.
The 76ers, 12.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Knicks.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Well, in the early goings, the mid-range shot has also been working well for them. They've been racking up some points off of those jumpers, and those are probably being invited.
Now here's Simmons. Kicks it out to Jordan. Anthony right side. Embiid in the corner. Really left alone that time. Embiid's got the lead up to 9 now for the Knicks.
And Embiid being assertive offensively, wasting no time in getting that one. They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. McHale's got 6 points.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, DA. Thank you. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Artest drills it from outside. Artest's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
And this is why Wallace is an elite-level defender, has a great sense of timing for when to rise up and contest shots.
2 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Drexler inside. And the dunk by Drexler.
How about the explosive vertical there? Not much you can do to stop Drexler once he gets to the rim.
Pass to Lucas. Out to Doncic. In the corner, it's Odom. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Outside Artest. Kicks it out to Drexler. Stolen by Roy. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Stephen Curry.
And you have to appreciate the work ethic that Roy has. A true gym rat. And this guy just wants to get better.
And both free throws good for Roy. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward? Oh, goodness.
And Howard puts these dunks away so easily, especially when he's that deep in the paint.
Down low. Pass to Tatum. From deep three-point land. Tatum on the wing. Tatum from 3.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Ball stolen. On the wing, Doncic. Outside, Tatum. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Philadelphia. They trail by 9 points. Pass to Howard. Here's Antetokounmpo. Off target at the rim. And so here is New York to the paint. Tatum gets it to go inside.
Excellent job finishing on the inside. Tatum doesn't fear going in amongst the trees.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Johnson, a wide open look. And the shot no good, a bit short.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
George from deep three-point land. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Knicks leading by 13. To the left side wing. Outside Tatum. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
The 76ers trailed by 14. Johnson draws it up down low to end the run. Knicks with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Collins. Scoreless thus far. Clock at 6.
76ers foul.
New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Third team foul.
First one falls for. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning, it's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Doncic. From the arc. It's hauled in by Giannis. The 76ers trailed by 16. And Thompson puts up a deep three from beyond the arc and then some.
A silky smooth jump shooter. Once Thompson's look at that. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Drexler outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The 76ers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. No good on that one.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. New York leading by 14. Doncic with it. Picked up by Artest. Back to Doncic. Lets it go from deep. It's good from long range. Doncic has got his first 3 points of the game.
And the defense has to be aggressive with Luka from range. Give him any space, and he is looking to pull. Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Curry can't get it to go.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the game, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, He always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. A wide open look for Drexler. From outside, off the mark. The Knicks leading by 17. Roy from outside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. An even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Drexler. Outside Curry. From outside the arc. Curry from three.
Curry was such a smooth three-point shot. Are there better mechanics in the league?
Now Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Count. It's rebounded by Curry. Drexler with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. On its way from Curry for two.
And look at Tatum turning up the defensive intensity, outworking the shooter.
Tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups. And I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Inside. And Barkley throws it down.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized four who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
New York leading by 14. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Outside Odom. Barkley grabs the board. And Philadelphia has possession. And here's Drexler outside. Rebounded by Odom. And here are the Knicks. 17 points was their biggest margin. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip. To the middle.
Love the selflessness. Tatum willing to give it up whenever he sees an open teammate.
Wallace outside. Here's Curry. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
From downtown. Tries again. Offensive rebound. New York leading by 18. Tipped away. Now the 76ers on the break. Pass to Barkley. Back to Artest. Doncic comes with the double team. To the inside. Barkley. And Barkley throws it down hard.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle steps for the Knicks?
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
Here's Odom. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Thompson.
And when you think of Odom, a player who does so many things well, a truly unique player, he just brings a ton to the table. And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
The 76ers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. The 76ers trail by 15. Takes it inside. And it's sent back by Odom. And Odom's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. Pass to Simmons. Back to Jordan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice slashing there by Jordan. Gets up to speed in a hurry. Just impossible to stay in front of.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And Philadelphia making a change here. The first free throw is good.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat.
And here's George. Second chance shot. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, unlike a lot of wings, George really has no problem stepping inside the line and scoring around the hoop.
And Jordan throws it down.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
The 76ers have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Good on the second free throw. 5 seconds left to play in the third. And here's Anthony for 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's New York in command with a 16-point lead.
The 76ers, 38.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And again, it's New York.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Knicks lead, 56.
Right side out of the Kumbo. Here he goes. And Giannis throws it down hard.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet? Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Stolen by Thompson. Antetokounmpo with the finish.
So nice to watch Giannis in the open floor, how graceful he is at covering so much ground.
And a wide open look for Jordan. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Knicks lead by 17.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Pass to McHale. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
That's just more for Magic. And for all of his unselfish ways, if he wanted to, this guy could probably score like this on a nightly basis.
Left side, Jordan. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's George driving to the basket. Here's Howard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Embiid.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous.
Kicks it out to McHale. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Shoots from the elbow. And that one, good.
Well, Carmelo Anthony operating in the mid-range is just danger zone. You got to put your defense at DEFCON 1.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to McHale. Anthony on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul that time.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And the dunk by Embiid.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And to Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, once Giannis gets the ball there, you can forget it.
The Knicks leading by 10. Doncic outside. To the middle. It's tipped. It's taken away by Wallace. Giannis with it. Now guarded by Jordan. It's stolen by Anthony. Pass to Embiid. It's a nice passing by New York here. Jordan right side. Now Doncic. Back to Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up from the top of the key. Johnson with the rebound.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Giannis rips it down.
Man, Giannis always plays at a high level, but it feels like he's kicking it up a notch here.
There's a screen by McHale. Back to Jordan. And it's sent back by Wallace. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside for George. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They led by as many as 18 points. And taken away by Magic. For the three. Frames the three, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. That one on Embiid.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now. You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
The open shot, Anthony, misses off the left iron.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you want him taking that kind of shot. That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Pass to Tatum. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Tatum for three. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no cover. Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Out to Doncic. Outside Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. They need this one. The rebound by Paul George. So they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. That one drops. He ties it up.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
For the win. What a shot! Amazing!
Down it goes at the buzzer. Boy, you get any better than that.
Man, I'm just blown